All right, welcome to Fieldbound. This is a tutorial on how to get the most out of our custom book editing tool. This is a tool we built ourselves to make awesome mission keepsake books the way we wanted to for our own kids. So we hope you find it as useful and helpful as we hoped it would be. If you are at this point, you've received an email from Fieldbound that looks a little bit like this, that has a link to review your book in the book editor. This means we've received all of your emails and photos from your missionary. We've uploaded them into the software and prepared the book ready for you to polish it, make changes, tweaks, and then ultimately check out and purchase the book. So if you click on that link, it'll take you over into the book editor. So let's go over and I will show you how we use it. And I'm going to use my son as an example. So I'll show you a little bit about the layout of the tool and then how we use it. So on the left side, this is a drop-down menu where all of the chapters of the book can be found. The chapters correspond to each email home. So whether that's a weekly email or biweekly, if you click on any chapter, the email home populates along with various photos for that period of time. So these are photos that line up exactly with the period of time covered by this email home. So you can scroll through pretty quickly and go through everything. So we'll come back to this. On the right-hand side, this is where you can change the template that you're working on. So if you are, whatever template you're working on, if you click a new template over here, it will change the template that you're working on. One of the cool features is if working on a template that has a text area and the email home is too long to fit in that text area, you'll get a little notification telling you that you need to pick a template with a larger text area. So these are templates that just have all text. And then these are templates to correspond to how many photo slots there are. So these are the templates with one photo slot, templates with two photo slots, and etc. So the top nav bar has a back button. If you make a change you don't like, you can undo it. A forward button, a redo button, if you decide to redo a change that you just undid. It has an add page button. So this is, if you click on an add page, it will immediately add a page after the page that you're currently working on. If you click on organize pages, this will allow you to move, drag, and drop pages around as you want, and it'll even allow you to delete pages that you want to rework entirely. If you click the preview button, it takes a couple seconds to load, but this will show you the layout of the book spread by spread. So this is a really cool thing to do at the end of the book when you just want to see how it lays out. Are there too many of the same templates back to back? Do you want some variety in whether the text all starts on the left-hand side or the right-hand side? It just allows you to sort of visually see the book spread by spread. It's a pretty cool feature. The cover button allows you to design the cover. So you can upload a picture to wrap around, or a picture for the front and a picture for the back, or you can do solid color covers, whether that's a solid material, solid color, or we also have these covers that look like leather or linen. And the title allows you to type out a title and maybe even a subtitle. You can hit return. And a subtitle, maybe that's for the year. Whatever you want here, you can move these text boxes around to center them, put them at the middle. Pretty cool feature. You can add text to the spine. You could drop a scripture here in the middle. So once you're done with the cover, then it's really cool seeing that in the preview button. Fonts will allow you to change. Let's go over to a template that has text. We have different font combinations. Some people, have like certain font pairings. I like the standard Canella and Son font. Icons will allow you to change the icon that you see at the start of these emails, and it can even do sort of a drop cap, which is a little bit like a magazine or an editorial vibe, or you can just have no icon as well. The standard one is the Christus statue here of the Savior. At the bottom, you'll see a navigation for within each chapter. This will allow you to go through the pages in each chapter. The only way to get to a different chapter, though, is with the drop-down menu. And down here on the right, you'll see a running tally of all of the pages in the book. So when you land first in your book, you'll see what we call the front matter, which are the 3 pages that come standard in all of our books. They are, can't edit these. These are just sort of standard ones. You can go into organized pages and move them around or delete them if you want. But the first one is just the mission call letter, which is kind of cool to have preserved. The second one is a custom map that we generate showing the mission boundaries and the areas where the missionary served. And the third page is a list of companions by area, which are all really cool to have handy. If you don't want these in there for whatever reason, you can delete them, and we'll obviously make sure these are all accurate before we publish the book. So then to start the book, I just start working my way through chapters. I decide which templates I want. This is a great template for picking a vertical hero image. So maybe you just drag and drop. And then, I've created another page here, and I thought, maybe this is a cool image. We want a hero image, or maybe this one. You can just drag and drop and replace. You can move on to chapter 2 and just start dragging and dropping. You can recrop as you see fit. Maybe you add another page, and this makes a really cool hero image. And you just keep working your way through various chapters. You may get to a chapter that's light on photos. And you may decide that there may be some weeks that have a lot of photos and some weeks that don't have very many photos. So one thing you could consider doing is if you click this adjacent button, what it'll do is bring in photos from the prior 2 chapters and photos from the subsequent 2 chapters. This is a really cool feature when you have a chapter that doesn't have a lot of photos, but maybe a prior chapter that had too many photos. And so there are photos that were unused in a prior chapter, but that could be used in a chapter that doesn't have very many photos. So it's just a cool way to ensure that the photos are spread pretty evenly throughout the book and that all of your favorite photos are included somewhere. If you want to see all of your unused photos, because you have a section that needs photos and you don't really care where those photos come from, what chapter they come from, you can just click all unused and it'll give you a list of all of the unused photos that aren't in the book yet. And then you can sort of ensure that anything that is unused that you want in the book gets used somewhere. But normally I stick with this chapter and I just start working my way through each chapter and just start creating pages. You can see, and then I'll usually go periodically into the organized pages and I'll just sort of take a look at any that might seem like there's too many pages or not enough pages, and I'll just kind of see generally how the pages are distributed throughout the book. When I feel like I've gone through each chapter and I have a pretty good handle on everything, obviously going into the preview is really how you're going to see the layout of the book. Again, we didn't finish designing the cover, but once you do, it's really cool to see it here. And you can kind of just work your way through spread by spread. You could start to see if all of the text lines up on your left-hand spread, and maybe you want to mix it up a little bit. That'll give you an idea about where you may want to make some changes, and just start getting a general sense. Is this a nice layout? Does it have the right mix of hero images and templates that maybe use a lot of photos? And just work your way through. Once you like the book, you've designed the cover, you've chosen your fonts, the icons are how you want them, and the number of pages is the right mix. Our standard flat pricing is capped at 250 pages, and then it's 50 cents per page in excess of 250 pages. So once you feel like you've landed on the book that you like and you don't want to make any changes, up in the right-hand corner, I'm logged in as the administrator, so I don't have that option. But in the right-hand corner, you'll see a button to check out. When the book is how you want it, you can go up and hit the checkout button, and it'll walk you through our checkout process. And at that point, the book's been paid for, and it gets sent automatically to our third-party printer, who'll print the book and ship it to you. It usually takes about 7 to 10 days from the date you check out the book and pay for it, that the printer has it delivered directly to you. So again, pretty self-explanatory. If you run into any issues, maybe you want to include an email that wasn't added directly into the portal, you can always add pages and create a text page this way. You can just start typing what you want. This is really good if you want to include a letter to your missionary at the end of the book, or maybe your testimony, or maybe there's a mission, an email from your mission president, mission leader that you want to include that came after you got home. This is a great place to type in any text that you want. Maybe you want to log your travel arrangements from when you departed to your mission or came home. This is an easy way to add any custom text that you want that wasn't originally included in the materials you submitted to us. So again, if you have any issues, you run into any snags, obviously just feel free to email us at admin@myfieldbound.com. I read every email, I respond to every email directly. So if you run into any snags or have any questions or want some custom changes to your book, don't hesitate to let me know. We are loving the process of making these mission books. We think they're just beautiful keepsakes and things that you'll want to have in your bookshelf for the rest of your life. And so we want you to love your book as well. So if there's anything we can do to make the book as beautiful as you want it, just email us and we will do the best we can to make sure the book is exactly like you want it before you buy it. Again, thanks for coming to Fieldbound, and we hope you love your book. Thanks.